All right, so they say that the kitchen is the heart of the home, but guess what? Recently, a father was criticized because he taught his daughter to cook. Now, this was a single father, and the daughter mentioned it at school and just said, oh, yes, my dad's teaching me to cook because someday I want to make, my family happy. But guess what? Then the school brought in that father. His wife had passed away. His daughter loves to cook. And the school actually said, you know what? We need to have an after-school meeting. And they criticized him for unhealthy parenting and grooming. Joining me now to discuss, whose head is already shaking, no, co-host of Bernie and Sid in the Morning radio show on 77 WABC Radio, and author of the fabulous new book, Citizens United, salacious spiels, stories, suggestions, and solutions to withstand a woke world, the fabulous Sid Rosenberg. Sid, thanks for being with me
Great
today.
to be with you today, Katrina.
Thrilled. This book, I want to get to the book because it's fantastic. It's a gem. But you seem to be the kind of the woke or anti-woke warrior now based on the new book.
Yeah.
What do you make of the story I just shared about that single dad teaching his daughter to cook?
This is a crazy story. I mean, come on. Men cook, women cook. There's no gender issue here. You go, oh, usually men do that, women do that, or pose any problem. Men cook, women cook. The wife died. The daughter wants to be a cook. The father's doing a nice thing. I see things every day that I just can't believe. This one may be one of the craziest stories I've ever seen. The father should be commended, right? Single father, trying to do something with his daughter, make a nice relationship. The mother is gone. Instead, they're giving him a hard time. This is the epitome of woke. It's gross.
Yeah, it really is. And, I think the sad part is, my dad cooked a lot. My mom cooked a lot. My husband cooks all the time. I think cooking is also kind of a basic survival skill. It's not grooming. And that almost implies that, only women cook. It's kind of a reverse logic.
I can't cook, to be honest with you. So for basic survival, I'd be dead. My cooking can consist of a bowl of Cocoa Pebbles and milk. I can do that.
I like Cocoa Pebbles.
It's not great. It's the best. But that's about it. But the truth is, yes, men do it. Women do it. There's no real gender attached to cooking. This is a nice father-daughter relationship. If I took my daughter to play a sporting event, would somebody get angry at this point? No. Females play sports too. It's not just daddy and son anymore.
Exactly.
Playing sports together and going to a ball game. Exactly. Same thing.
Yeah,
Same
if you're teaching a father teaching a daughter, or a mother teaching a son, or a mother teaching a daughter to throw a baseball.
Right.
So what? It's good parenting. All right. Also, another woke moment that I want to share with you. A school district in Los Angeles has released a new woke video that promotes junk food and the new concept of something called food neutrality. Take a look.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? Are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
A false standard of health. We're talking about donuts. I love donuts. We talked about Cocoa Pebbles too. They're delicious. But at the same time, the presenters are making the argument that diet culture is based on oppression and that there's no such thing as a good or bad food. I'm going to say talk to your physician about that when the diabetes kicks in or other health issues. Again, what is going on with this woke world?
And we just saw that with COVID, right? We look at the COVID numbers, and the truth is that most healthy people like me, we didn't pass away from COVID, thank God. But folks who had comorbidities, like you're talking about, Katrina, if they had diabetes, if they had heart disease, they died. That's the bottom line. So don't tell me that these things don't have repercussions. They do. I try to stay away from too much sugar. I don't eat carbs at night. I'll have a piece of cake now and then. But to say it doesn't affect people in a detrimental way in terms of their diet is A, stupid, and B, incorrect. It's kind of like Kamala Harris saying the border is secure. It's the same thing. It's just one big lie.
Yeah, absolutely. And I seem to remember former First Lady Michelle Obama doing a healthy food in school program, but somehow it wasn't woke then. But Sid, while we have you,
I wonder why.
Yeah. Saving, I'm going to say the best for last here. Your brand new book right here. Tell us about it. It's such a fun read.
Well, thank you.
In your fun, funny, smart voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us what we can find in this.
Well, I'll tell you what. This book, what inspired me to write it, my old friend Tim Russer, you may remember him from Meet the Press. His father died, and he wrote a book entitled Big Russ, about him and his dad. So I went to the publisher, Simon & Schuster, Post Hill Press, and I said, I want to write a book about me and my dad, because we had a great relationship. He was my football coach. He was my mentor. He's gone 2 years. I still miss him.
Oh,
I miss
sorry.
you. That's okay, thank you. And they said, we love it, but you're Sid Rosenberg. We listen every day. You're #1 in New York. You can go from Phil Simms to Eric Adams to your father to Kathy Hochul to Lee Zeldin to Donald Trump. Why limit the audience to just you and your dad? We want you and your dad, but we want everything in the book. So I said, let me ask you this. If I do it your way, what will be the difference in the advance? Hence, Citizens United.
I love it. I love it. All right. So, Sid, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Of course, a true radio legend and
you.
beyond.
Thank
Thrilled
you.
to have you with us. Thank
Great
you.
to be here. Thank you
Again,
so much.
congrats
You're
on
great,
the
by
book.
the way. You're great.
Thank you, Sid. All right. Have a great weekend.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to
Don't
me.
tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
Me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.